Hello, hello, hello. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 layers that make up the epidermis. In the previous video, we talked about the layers that make up our skin. And today we're going to break that even further. The first layer, which is the epidermis, has 5 layers within it. As most of you know by now, I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I usually don't use these words in my everyday life because my job is to make the complicated simple. Basically, our 5 layers is stratum corneum, stratum lucida, stratum granulosa, stratum spinosa, and stratum basal. The ones that you should be concerned with is the stratum cornea, which is the top layer, and stratum basal, which is the lower layer that create the new cells and push them up. Every 28 days, we should shed those cells in the stratum cornea, which is the upper layer of the epidermis. We're going to continue to talk about it further. We're going to talk about the dermis even further. And this is dermis usually what the doctors worry about and what they treat at that level. We treat only the epidermis, which is only the top layer. Even though we treat the epidermis, which is the top layer within the 5 layers, we understand products penetrate at those different layers. So we have to understand what each layer does. UVAs do not understand this. UVA, UVB go in all the way in, and they start breaking your skin from the inner layer up, from the hypo, then the dermis, and the epidermis. So what we do with the sunscreens and moisturizers with SPF is to create either a shield or to create absorption of the rays to prevent your skin to break down on those layers. We're going to be discussing even further, so stick around, watch the other videos if you want to learn a little more about how your skin works.